I think I can name the two deeps now from every team in the Big Ten because the coaches tend to want to go through position by position, but it's always a time of optimism. It's like opening day in baseball. Everybody's undefeated right now. Everybody's players for the most part are healthy, so your optimism is at its highest level. I think these coaches are just coming off their month of vacation, so they're recharged. They're starting practice in a few days, so it's really an exciting time for all the teams, and you can really see that with the coaches, and they're ready to get started. And this is almost kind of it's the kickoff of the season, but it's also for them one more hurdle to get over before they can start really practicing with their teams. The optimism again just reigns supreme. And, you know, you get a little bit of everything when you get these media days. It seems like every year we get a health update from Joe Paterno, and Joe is not afraid to tell you exactly what's wrong with him. Probably a little bit too much information in today's session, but what a great opportunity though to sit and listen to one of the coaching legends. And Tim Brewster from Minnesota was right after Paterno today, and he said it correctly. I think Joe Paterno will go down when all is said and done as the greatest coach in college football history, certainly from a longevity standpoint and also from a consistency standpoint. He's had some ups and downs in the last decade, but he's been able to bounce back and have his teams competing for not only Big Ten but national championships. I think Coach Hope is ready to go. It's the same message that he's been promoting all summer long, and that is the big priorities for this football team in 2010 will be to take care of the football on offense and to disrupt the football on defense. If Purdue can win the turnover battles this year, I think they've got a chance to have an outstanding football team because the offense should put points on the board. If the defensive secondary can come through and solidify as the year goes on, and if they win the turnover battle, I think this has a chance to be a heck of a season for the Boilermakers.
What are maybe two things you learned today that you didn't know before you came up here? Well,
unfortunately, one of them was an injury. Kevin Pamphile will be out for a while. The defensive tackle, who is probably going to be a starter, has a stress fracture in his foot, and that'll have to be surgically repaired, so probably have to go through the first month of the season without him. The second thing I think I knew, but again, it was just a reinforcement from Coach Hope about how much he likes his quarterback. Robert Marve was named the starting quarterback, and I don't think there's any question that he's the guy that, assuming he can stay healthy, is going to lead them in 2010. And Marve has all the physical tools. It looks like he has the intangibles. We'll see when he gets on the national stage again in that opener against Notre Dame, when the lights go on, how he responds. But I think the team has responded well to him, and I think that he can build on that momentum a little bit here as fall training camp gets underway, and looking forward to the start of the season just a few weeks away.
You mentioned Robert, and obviously he's here with Ryan and Keith as well. Talk about those three and just, you know, what a complete package the three of them represent and how well they represent Purdue.
Well, certainly with Robert Marve and Keith Smith, you've got one of the best pass and catch combinations in the Big Ten. Keith Smith has had quite a career since he's come to Purdue. He came as a quarterback, moved to safety, and now he's become the Big Ten's leading receiver. And if he has another big season, which we expect him to have, I think you'll have a chance to see him play on Sundays going forward. Great possession receiver. He's got deceiving speed. He's able to break tackles, and he's a guy that you really feel confident throwing the ball to on third down when you need that big catch. And of course, we know that Marve has the physical tools, and now it's just a matter of kind of scraping the rust off from a year of inactivity. As far as Ryan Kerrigan, we've had some great defensive ends at Purdue throughout the years, and a lot of them are playing in the National Football League, and Ryan Kerrigan has a chance to put his name at or near the top of that list. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the motor, and again, if he can stay healthy, and that's a big if because he did have a foot problem coming off last season, but if he can stay healthy, I think he'll have a monster 2010. He's already got some national attention. The Sporting News has named him the second-team preseason All-American, and he's on some watch lists, and I think that notoriety will continue to grow as he continues to register the sacks this year and really disrupt the opposing offenses. That's going to be very important for Purdue with a young secondary. They're going to have to generate some pass rush, and they would like to be able to do that without having to blitz very much.
Final thought?
Let's start. Let's get this season started. You know, you start talking about it during spring practice. Now we're about a month away, and it just can't get here soon enough. And I don't think there will be any Boilermakers that will have a hard time getting the adrenaline flowing for that first game up in South Bend, national TV, a chance to really make a statement and get known. Brian Kelly's going to have a lot of notoriety in that one, making his debut for Notre Dame. Purdue can kind of steal the spotlight in that one, and I know Purdue Pete's ready to get started with this thing too.